Good morning students. How are you? In the previous lecture we have read about what is democracy and what are the features of democratic country, and today we will read about why democracy. Why we call democracy is the most popular form of the government. Clear? So we will read about it. There is a debate means one person is saying in favor and one person is saying against that. So debating merits of democracy. Some are saying democracy is a good government, good best way of the government, and some are against. They are saying democracy is not a best way of government. Clear? These are the debate. This is the debate. Now we will read arguments against democracy. Arguments. Some people are against democracy. They are saying it is not a good government, good way of government. This conversation has most of the arguments that they routinely hear against democracy. Let us go over some of these arguments. Leaders keep changing in a democracy. First point is instability. Clear? Instability. Instability means leaders keep changing. Often leaders change. In a democracy, this leads to instability. Clear? Second is democracy is all about political competition and power play. There is no scope for morality. It means low morality. Next is so many people have to be consulted in democracy that it leads to delay. It means delays in decision makings. Delay. Clear? Fourth point is elected leaders don't know the best interest of the people. It leads to bad decision. It leads to bad decision. Democracy leads to corruption. This is the main point. It is based on electoral competition. Ordinary people don't know what is good for them. They should not decide anything. Clear? These are the arguments against democracy. And now arguments for democracy. Some people are in favor of democracy, so that's why they are saying, first off, accountable government. I am explaining in brief, so listen carefully, beta. A democratic government is a better government because it is a more accountable form of the government. First point is accountable form. What is a accountable form? There is another reason why democracy should lead to a better decision than any non-democratic government. Democracy is based on the consultation and discussion. After discussion and consultation, they make any decision. A democratic decision always involves many persons involved in this discussion and meetings. When a number of people put their heads together, they are able to point out possible mistakes in one decision. Clear? This takes time, but there is a big advantage in taking time over important decisions. This reduces the chances of rash. Why we call democratic government is a better government? Because it reduces the chances of rash or irresponsible decisions. Thus, democracy improves the quality of decision making. Clear? First is accountable form of government. Second is thus democracy improves the quality of decision making. Third is democracy provide a method to deal with the differences and conflicts. Clear? In any society, people are bound to have differences of opinions. every person has a different opinion and a different interest, so that's why it provides a method to deal with the differences and conflicts. Next point is democracy enhances the dignity of citizens. As we know, as we discussed above, democracy is based on the principle of political equality, on recognizing that poorest and the least educated has the same status as the rich and the educated. People are not subjects of a ruler, they are the rulers themselves. Even when they make mistakes, they are responsible for their conduct. Clear? Next is finally democracy is better than other forms of government because it allows us to correct its own mistakes. Clear beta? These are the points why do we call democracy is a better government, better way of government. Clear? So read it. Next is broader meaning of democracy. Broader meaning of democracy. Broader meaning of democracy means in this question will what do you understand by the broader meaning of democracy? Clear? In the countries we call democracy, all the people don't rule. A majority is allowed to take decisions on behalf of all the people. Majority is allowed to take decision on the behalf of all the people. Even the majority does not rule directly through their elected representatives. This becomes necessary because modern democracies involve such a large number of people that it is physically impossible for them to sit together and take a collective decision. Even if they could, the citizen does not have the time, the desire or the skills to take part in all the decisions. Clear? It also helps us to tell us the difference between the democracy and non-democracies, but it does not allow us to find out the difference between a democracy and a good democracy. What is the difference between? It tells us with a democracy and non-democracy, but it does not tell us what is the difference between democracy and a good democracy. Clear? According to the broader meaning of democracy, as we know we see the operation of democracy beyond government. To democracy will come. Here is this point. We can take one example we are a very democratic family. Whenever a decision has to be taken, we all sit down and arrive at a consensus. My opinion matters as much as my father's. Clear? I don't like teachers. Here is this point. So listen carefully. I don't like teachers who don't allow students to speak and ask questions in the class. I would like to have the teachers with the democratic temperament. One leader and his family members decide everything in this party. Clear? From this, these are the main points. Here is sometimes we use the word democracy not to describe any existing government. True democracy will come to this country only when no one goes hungry. What is the broader meaning? I have told you what is the broader meaning of democracy. Broader meaning of democracy when no one goes hungry to bed. It is a broader meaning of democracy. In a democracy, every citizen must be able to play equal role in decision making. For this, you don't need just an equal right to vote. Every citizens need to have equal information, basic education, equal sources and a lot of commitment. Clear? This is the thing. After that, this also means that no country is a perfect democracy. There is no country which we can say it is a democratic country because it is there is no country whom we can call a perfect country. Democratic country. The features of democracy that we discussed in this chapter provide only the minimum conditions of a democracy. Here is the, we can say, but we do as citizens can make a difference to making our country more or less democratic. It depends on the citizens. Clear? This is the strength and the weakness of the democracy. Here are the other, this is what we often see beta, other forms of the government like monarchy, dictatorship or one party rule don't require all citizens to take part in politics. They don't allow beta to the citizen to take part in the politics. In fact, most democratic governments would like citizens not to take part in politics. Also, democratic governments, also non-democratic government don't like to take part in politics. They don't want to their citizens not to take part in politics. But democracy depends on active political participation by all the citizens. That is why a study of democracy must focus on the democratic politics. This is the topic. I hope you would be understood. Thanks. Have a nice day.